Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is I, Thomas, back at it again with our 2 for 2, a twofer, second video in a row. I am really pumped. I don't have anything on my face, no brows. I didn't my hair isn't done. This is so last minute, filming is so last minute right now because I am just in a really good mood. It was election, we figured out who won the election today, so I'm really stoked and excited today. So I was just you know what, I'm in a good mood, let me sit down and film this video that I've been wanting to film for a minute. It's one of those videos that I wasn't expecting to film Yunari. I mean, if you know me, you know my story with Morphe, and you'll know that this video is a little bit surprising, and you'll also know that we go way back. So there's a little bit of hot goss, little tea spilling that we're gonna be doing in this video. I have definitely a lot to tell you. We're gonna be reviewing some Morphe products. So basically what happened was I was on my phone and I get this DM, a DM I wasn't prepared for, because again, if you know my history with ColourPop, you know we had a little bit of a burnt bridge back in 2018, more so on their end because of what they did to me, which we'll get into. When I got this DM from Morphe Brush, little Miss Morphina Brushina, I was shocked. They hit me up and asked to put me back on the PR list. Now, at first I was like, huh? What do you mean put me back on the PR list? I thought we weren't cool. What do you mean? So I hit them with the little side eye, not side eye, but the little looking that way emoji. Long story short, they put me back on the PR list, which I was confused by. Now, will my affiliate code be reinstated? That's still being discussed. Definitely what this video is for is because it has been 2 whole years since I have last reviewed a Morphe product. About 2 full years. It'll be 2 years in January of 2021, but it's been almost 2 full years since I reviewed my last Morphe products, which would be the foundation, which we're gonna get into. And I just wanna see, you know what, it's been 2 years. I don't know what's going on with Morphe brushes. I have not tried anything at all. I even bought the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette earlier this year, and I didn't even use it. I bought this solely to review it. I never got around to it. And then earlier this year, I had bought a full face of Morphe brushes for the Battle of the Brands, my estranged entanglement with that series that never was. It was going to be a Morphe Brushes versus ColourPop, and that never happened because mama got mental illness. All the stuff that I have in front of me is stuff that I have literally not used, besides the foundation and I believe the concealer I've used in that video 2 years ago, January 2019. I haven't used any other Morphe products besides that, and I honestly don't know what to expect. You guys know I'm not much of a Morphe pusher, if you will. I'm not one of those Morphe enthusiasts. I'm not one of those Jaclyn Hill types who's oh my god, you guys, I fucking love Morphe brushes. I'm not that type. I've never been that type. You guys know. Honestly, this is gonna be a very blunt video. Please subscribe. I'm going to revive this channel one way or another. I want to be back on YouTube. I'm getting back into YouTube. I actually have help with my channel now. It'll help me out a lot if you share the video as well. If you click on the thing, you share it, copy the link, send it to your phone, your phone number, your mom, your friend, send it to Twitter, whatever. Just please share. Get the engagement rolling on my channel again. It'll really help push my videos out there. I would really appreciate if my community would help me with that. But without further ado, let's get into this Morphe brushes review. That rhymes. I remember that this foundation was super not it. I hated this. I remember distinctively, strongly disagreeing and disliking and not enjoying this foundation. And also the primer that it came with, but I bought it anyways. But I also bought their priming beauty oil, which just sounds like a breakout waiting to happen, to be honest. I'm thinking I kind of want to use the beauty oil because I remember this being super dry, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, excuse me. It's the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. I got the shade F120 Matte. Yeah, see, it's a matte foundation, and matte foundations are either a hit or just a very strong miss with my skin because I have more dehydrated skin, if you will. And I was thinking probably when I was purchasing this, because I purchased this January this year, which is a long time ago at this point, even though it feels like yesterday. I think I was a little bit off that day because when you mix oils with silicone products, it usually doesn't sit right. But I do have the Revitalizer primer. I'm just do I do the Revitalizer primer or do I do the beauty oil? I think I want to try the thing that I haven't tried yet, which is the oil and not the Revitalizer. This could completely ruin the whole thing, the whole foundation, but I don't think I liked it to begin with anyway, so we're just making do here, folks. The tea. Oh, by the way, I usually don't prime anymore. I usually prime with Fenty Skin sunscreen. I don't know why I don't prime anymore. Honestly, I don't have like an actual logical reasoning why I don't prime anymore. I just don't. This oil feels like oil. It doesn't feel thick, but it definitely feels like sitting on top of my skin. So then I'm gonna go into the Fluidity foundation. Me and Morphe's relationship is a little bit weird because I, first of all, basically what you guys know is that they took me off their PR list in December of 2018. Right after my big little scandal with Jeffree Starfish, they took me off the PR list and canceled my code, which was a low blow in my opinion. I mean, I consider it a low blow. I'm just like, I'm already down. It's just like, that was like another kick. God, this smells like it's gonna break me out. I feel like I've said that already about this foundation. It smells like it smells worse than MAC foundations. At first was that it was like James Charles's fault that I got taken off a PR list, because I don't know, when his Unleash Your Inner Artist palette came out, a lot of beauty boys got taken off Morphe's PR list. I don't know why my theory at first was that it was James Charles that took me off the PR list, like that requested me to get taken off. But then again, I have to remember who I just had drama with that couple like a month or two prior. I don't know, Jeffree isn't a good person and no one can convince me otherwise. This is a hill that I'm willing to die on. And it's not just because he canceled me, like I've always thought this, even if I try to give him like a little bit of a chance, which was so like ignorant of me to do, which I'll always apologize for. Like I was just like, let me see if he's actually changed. And then it got fully, but I was just like, I didn't want to think that it was maybe Jeffree that did it, because I was just like, that wouldn't make sense, because it happened the day of James Charles's release for Unleash Your Inner Artist. I'm like, that's convenient, that's suspicious. And my head was thinking, oh, he just didn't want me to review it, because, you know, I recently just been trolling the shit out of Morphe. Not trolling, but just like, Morphe just wasn't on my like best friends list at the time because of that Jaclyn Hill vault situation. My relationship with Morphe, they've always known that I'm just not the type to like gas them up. I'm just like, the only reason why I even promote my code is to promote the brushes, because I love their brushes. I think they're affordable. I still use their brushes to this day. Y'all remember how I felt about this foundation and that video that I filmed in 2019? My opinions are still there. It's not terrible, it's just, it does not work on my skin at all. Like, it's just, anything that could be emphasized on my skin right now is being emphasized like really bad. But anyways, basically long story short, like they just kicked me off the PR list and my hunch was James Charles, but I can't tell if it was James Charles or Jeffree Star at this point, and I don't care. A lot of people were like, oh, they kicked you off because you were always roasting them. No, I wasn't always roasting them, and they would have kicked me off sooner. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not just like, my videos were getting traction back then. Like, they knew I was making those videos, and like even I had conversations with their team. Like, they knew that I was never going to just give them like an ass kissy review just for the sake of it. I was just never that type of girl. I'm going into the concealer, the Fluidity concealer, I'm guessing is the name, and it's C15 is the shade. It's their lightest shade. God, this is very thick. Feels not creamy at all. I was like, okay, it has to be one of these two motherfuckers, because there's just no way. Like, that was just my conspiracy. It still is my conspiracy. People can try to be like, no, it's because they didn't like you anymore. I don't think that was it. I don't think it was because of my scandal either, because that would be the only brand at that time to just like kind of full on just drop me. You know what I mean? Any brand that had dropped me since then was because of my inactivity as a YouTuber, and that's just more my fault than anything. But oh my god, this is about to be so fucking dry and cakey. Now, I don't really think it was James. I think allegedly Jeffree was a shareholder of Morphe and making them a lot of money, and I think he just told them to, because I was making money, and Jeffree's a nasty, stinky person like that, and he would come for people's money if he could, and he came for my money. And at that time, I was like really thankful for my Morphe code, because it was like, even though like I lost sponsors and brand deals and stuff like that, at least I have this Morphe code that will, even though at the end of the day, like my AdSense and my Morphe code will keep me afloat with my bills, my rent that I just, like the lease that I just signed for this really expensive apartment that I signed just before my scandal, and it'll help me just stay afloat and still make content and not like kind of get drowned in my bills and like the new responsibilities that I just signed on to. And then lo and behold, that goes away too. And I was just like, oh, so fuck me. And on top of that, like Morphe was like one of the first brands to ever like work with me. Like my relationship, oh my god, you guys, you should see what this shit is doing on my skin. Oh my god, Is this even redeemable? I'm not gonna lie, this concealer and foundation is so trash. Yeah, my opinion is still the same. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal over top of it and hopefully that like fixes it or something. Like in some of these areas. It could be because of that oil primer, but I remember it doing this when I first tried it. So I don't know, like I just was just like really upset and hurt by that because I was just like, they were like the first brand to help me and like get me out there and like give me product and give me an affiliate code that like garnered me money to help me move to California, sustain my art and like work on my like to buy equipment and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like to be an influencer isn't the cheapest thing, especially a beauty YouTuber, because it's not like, oh yeah, you can get a lot of PR, but a lot of the times you're buying makeup all the time. That's another reason why I just haven't been posting, is like I can't just throw $500 or even $1,000 on makeup a month to make content. Like it's really just like not realistic, especially because of everything going on and like my mental health and stuff like that. It just wasn't realistic. And Morphe's that affiliate code and then like the ads and stuff like that, like all that stuff really did help me. Like I don't think Morphe has a powder, so I'm gonna go into my usual, which is right here actually, my kimchi chic powder. Like I just didn't receive the same kind of help that a lot of these people that constantly do fucked up shit. I just was just kind of like pushed aside because like people just, I don't know, maybe I was just a liability. I literally don't know. Oh my god, it's creasing so bad on my fucking forehead and it's not coming out. I mean, I might try and work to get my coupon code back. Maybe you guys can tweet at them. Also, I don't even know because like, I don't know, I feel like what they did this year was a little bit performative and a little bit like bullshit, and we're about to get in that right now. Can I tell you guys a secret? I did open this a couple weeks ago. It's their Glamma Bronze Face and Body Bronzer in the shade Mastermind. I opened this a couple weeks ago to try it just because I wanted to, and I fucking love it. It's in my like routine now. I love this shade on me. I love this bronzer. I love how it blends and sits on the skin and just like how light it starts off and you can just like slowly just build it up. I love this bronzer. So, this is a win for me. Then like we fast forward to now, like last year they did a collab with Jeffree. And then this year we have like basically the truth about all these motherfuckers coming out of nowhere too. Once people realize that Jeffree really ain't shit, and then all the shit that I said in that video that I made, again, right message, wrong messenger, about him blackmailing his friends, about him doing shady shit, about him still using that word, about him being not shit. When all that stuff started to come out to be factual and people all of a sudden were forgiving Thomas, then Morphe all of a sudden like drops him. Morphe, like you're dropping him for what reason? Like you didn't drop him then, like it's no secret that he does these things. Like it was never like alleged either, like it's always been out there. So what are you talking about? This just seems like a little bit performative because of what's going on in America. Like you just don't want to get canceled like the rest of us. You don't want to get canceled like the rest of the companies that are being canceled and so on and so forth. And like my issue is like they were so quick to drop Laura Lee, right? But they didn't drop Jeffree. But what did Laura Lee do? Post a picture? They were quick to drop Laura Lee when her shit surfaced, but it's money. The issue is money, and that's why I was like pissed off. Like it's so obvious, like, oh, now that Jeffree, like people don't fuck with Jeffree now, and like he potentially can't make you money anymore, like now you're gonna cut him off. Just say what it really is, you know what I mean? Say what it really is about, because Laura Lee probably never made you money in the first place, or not money that Jeffree Star made you. So of course, let's X her out, make us look better, but let's work with Jeffree because the mass majority still fucks with him. But when the mass majority no longer fucks with him, it's fuck Jeffree. That's basically like what I'm trying to say. Like I might come off a little bit confusing. So that's where I'm just like, do I really want to still work with Morphe like that? Do I want to get back on a code? Honestly, I'm making this video just for the sake of talking about this because I've been wanting to talk about it. I just thought it was interesting that they just like hit me up randomly, like wanting to work with me. And it's like, are you working with me again? Do you want to send me PR because you're allowed to now? Because you don't work with someone that fucking hates my guts? I'm using the Morphe blush palette in 8W. You guys know these are my shades. These are just my shades. I'm gonna mix goals and provocative. MUA is kind of screaming my name too. So yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Please sound off in the comment section below. And please educate me. Like, maybe I don't want to speak for or speak of something that really doesn't concern me. That's why I'm trying to like tiptoe around what happened in the industry and what happened in America, because I can speak on it, but I don't want to say anything ignorant, because I've said tone deaf things in the past where I just like wasn't, like obviously my intentions were there, but it just didn't get met with what I was trying to say. I'm just not interested in being harmful to a situation that is already misunderstood as it is by spewing misinformation. I don't know, because it's not about me, right? Like, it's not about me, and I don't want to make it about me, and I don't want to say dumb shit. So I just want to be a good ally. So next is the highlighter. I really love that blush palette, by the way. The blush palette's really nice. This is Lit, the highlighter. I'm talking a lot of shit. I might get in trouble for this. I'm gonna be right back. Okay. I'm gonna do my brows, fix my face up a little bit because I hate this foundation. I'm gonna do my brows, fix my face up. We're gonna jump into eyeshadow and lips, and we're gonna finish this video up, okay? My brows are so bad, but so is the rest of my face makeup, so I guess it's just on theme, isn't it? I hate my brows so much. You know, I do recognize that I've been talking a little bit too much about like 2018 and like what happened in the past lately. I said I need to talk about this stuff before I feel ready to come back on YouTube full time, because I'm just the type of person that like I need to say things that are on my mind for me to move on from it. Obviously, I can be sometimes type of person just like let it go, but I just harbor and hold on to it so much that I need my side to be heard, understood, and explained before I can move on. Even if it's like not even like going to resolve the issue, as long as I said my piece, I don't care. Is this their like Christmas? That's so weird. Like literally as me filming, got Morphe's holiday collection. This is kind of cute though. Okay, so for my eye look today, I wanted to do KDA Evelyn All Out inspired, like the More music video. If you don't play League of Legends or keep up with K-pop, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But she did like this purple blue eye look, and I thought I could achieve it more so with the crusty ass Jaclyn Hill palette than I could with this. But this one has a purple in it, so maybe I'll just use this one because this one's more updated. That's so weird. Morphe did a collab with Madison Beer, and Madison Beer voices Evelyn in KDA, so that's so weird. You know what I'll do? I'll do the Madison Beer lip combo. They had sent me Madison Beer's collection to the lipsticks and the lip pencil, so I'm probably just gonna do that on the lips, and then I'm gonna just do the 35XO on the eyes, which is really pretty. I'm gonna go into like the purples only. I think I'm just gonna do like a purple smoky in this. I do like Morphe eyeshadows. I don't hate them. I've always worked with them, so I just know how to work with them. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I like them. Yeah, it's cute. I like it. I'm not mad at this. I'm just going to pop my, you know what, I'll just do my lips right now. And then I'll do my lashes and I'll come back and finish the video. So I might have put my lashes on a little bit wonky, but I used Style Diva from Soul Lashes, which I love. I love Kohl's lashes so much. They're like so good. The only thing I did not like was the foundation, the concealer, and the highlighter. I was kind of bummed out by the highlighter, but real fast, I mean, why not? Since we're here, I do have this highlight palette. It's the 8Z, all these beautiful shades in it. It's trying to do something, but it's just not enough. Highlighter, foundation, concealer, maybe even this beauty oil. No, but the lip products, the eye products, the bronze, like my favorite out of everything that I've tried is this bronzer. I don't know what other shades they have. If you need a good bronzer, this bronzer is it. The lip products, Wifey, so good. All in all, I feel the day, my opinion with Morphe is like, I like their brushes more. Like I would always recommend their brushes before I would recommend any of their makeup. If I'm talking about affordable makeup, I'm always gonna tell you guys, or anyone for that matter, to go more towards ColourPop. Again, it was surprising that ColourPop put me back on their PR list. I don't know, that's just like crazy to me. Maybe I'll be taken off again after this video, but we'll play it by ear with my coupon code or my affiliate code. We'll see if they give that back or if I even reinstate it. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please leave me some comments down below. Tell me how you feel about the video, what I said. Also, some video ideas, some videos that you would like to see in the future, in the near future. And with that being said, peace out. Okay, bye.